Right, so first job of the day. Let's get our little booties on. Oh, look at them little booties. It's good when you got cream carpets, isn't it? What are they called? I don't know. Clean boot. I think they're called clean boot. They're really good. Just picked them up from Tool Fair, actually. Got my nail mats, and we got the Nerad Tapex kit because we're doing another kitchen tap replacement. It's all I seem to do as a job in plumber is replace kitchen taps. So let's have a little look underneath. Well, we see the isolations and they're pretty easy to get to. So let's just isolate those using a flat-headed screwdriver and then just check that that is actually isolated. Oh, it is. Lovely jubbly. So I'm also going to remove all of the drawers. Makes it far easier to get in. Throw my light under there so I can see what I'm doing. And I've got a little foldable bucket so it can catch any drips. Because look, I've got to cut these pipes. Now, these are hard piped. You don't really see these very often. But with the copper tails, it's a bit annoying because they all come with flexes now, and usually the ones you take off are flexes. Anyway, we snap those off, get rid of them, get them out of the way so that we can actually get our Tapex kit up there with the socket set so that we can take off the back nut. There's a little back nut, and now we can just lift the old top tap out. So before we even think about installing the new tap, what we need to do, we need to clean up the hole because no one wants a dirty hole. You don't want to be putting anything into a dirty hole. You want it nice and clean. So just being very, very gentle with a very dull blade, by the way. We're just going to clean up the lime scale and then we're just going to go around it with a cloth and make sure that, look, all lime scale free. So it's all going to look nice and smart when we put the new one in. So let's have a look at the new tap. It's just a bog standard basic tap, nothing special. Monoblock kitchen mixer. So first off, we need to put the thread in. So that is where the back nut actually goes onto with the C-shaped clamps. We're going to put the flexible hoses on. Now with those, key thing is not to use tools, not to over tighten them, and just stir them up hand tight. Now we need to put the seal around the bottom of the tap. Now what that seal does, it stops obviously water ingress getting in between. Now we're going to put the hoses through. Now you can see we've got the C clamp and the back nut in place. And very luckily, even on a ceramic sink, I was able to get it through without having to mess about balancing it, holding it, trying to mess about underneath. So it goes through all in one. Now all I need to do is tighten up that back nut. So first off, start by doing it up as much as we can hand tight, and then we're going to finish it off with the Tapex socket set. Now you could use monoblock back nut spanners, little cheap ones. I prefer this one, to be fair. It's pretty good. You get some decent leverage, and just check that the tap is all nice and fine. Now we need to connect up those flexible hoses. And so to do this, we need something with a 1/2 inch thread. Now, if you was to use a coupler like this one here, it would dig into the rubber. So you need it to be flat faced. So you can either buy the little pieces that go inside that are specifically made for the job, or you can use a copper to iron where it's just got a male thread one side and then the other side is a compression side. So we're just going to use those. And then we're just going to check for leaks now that we turn it back on. And that one, I think that's job done. We just need to make sure that we don't kink the hoses as well. So just check that all of those are nice and straight. Now going up to the tap, let's test it. Good. We haven't got any drips. It doesn't drip when it's turned off like the old one did. And then in the packaging on this one and quite a lot of other taps, they come with 2 different aerators, one for high pressure, one for low pressure. Now you can just have a play about, see what one you think works best. Always leave the other one with the customer so that they can swap them out if they do get blocked up with lime scale. So they can put the other one in, and then the best bet to clean them if you're a customer is just to leave them in a pot of vinegar overnight, and that will just basically dissolve the lime scale and make it easy to wash off, as well as it being something you can eat, not using no chemicals. So there we go, job done.